Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Offin River Forum. Once again, my name is Bernard Ishibanti in Atlanta, Georgia. If you haven't subscribed, I ask you please subscribe. Just go to Offin River Forum. Offin River Forum. And then you see the red bottom over there. You see say subscribe. It's a red, icon. You see that red say subscribe. You just click it. That's it. You don't pay nothing. It's free. It's not like, so as soon as I put anything there, you just got it right there. You don't have to search no more. So I will ask you to subscribe, share with your friend and family. Let them know how informative this channel is. We talk about all issues. We talk about geopolitical issues, mainly issues around the world, politics, social, economic, cultural, educational, everything. And so as time goes on, we can, veer a little bit into relationship too. I'm not an expert in relationship, but every now and then we talk about it too. So it's about all kind of issues, human issues, everyday issues. So it's very, very informative. Maybe this particular segment may not, interest you. There may be another segment, another presentation you may like. So subscribe, share with your friend and family. Let them know Offin River Forum is very, very informative, educational. You will get something. You probably don't know, you have never heard about it, or maybe you heard about it, but your perspectives may be different. And so you can get a different perspective. So today, a friend of mine asked me my opinion about love. What do you think about unconditional love? And so I decided to talk about unconditional love. It's not because I'm an expert in relationship or I know everything about love. No, because you know what? Nobody in this world knows the true extent of love. Anybody who can sit down and claim that they know the true extent of love is a liar. It's lying. And yes, I said it. I mean, I will sound a little bit controversial, but that is what it is. Love. So once, the friend asked me to, my opinion, I said, hold on, I will present that in my next segment, in my next presentation. So briefly, I'm going to talk a little bit about unconditional love. First of all, what is love? I don't know. I don't know. I've been in a relationship for a long time, so I know a little bit about love or about how two people have liking, like deep affection for each other. And so you may call that love, but to me, when people say unconditional love, I ask myself, what does it mean to say unconditional? If you say unconditional, that means absolute, absolute. That means it's something like, it's just like, there's no way around it. It's just absolute. Just like, say, existence of God. That God, for me, that's my belief, that God is absolute. But love, when we say love, you enter into a relationship with another person. Let's say heterosexual relationship, like a man and a woman. Or it can be a man to man or woman to woman. That's fine. But a man, let me focus on a man and a woman. Let's say you go to an altar or somewhere, it can be a traditional marriage or relationship, or it's just casual, or just between you and the person, your partner. He said, I love you for better or for worse. So if love is unconditional, how can you say you are entering into a relationship with somebody and that kind of a journey or relationship is for better or for worse? And then at some point in time, you look at each other as an enemy. You don't even want to see him or her at all in this world. You wish that person is gone, dead, or something bad has happened to you. So what is the point? When people lie to themselves and say, I have an unconditional love, this and that. If you use the word unconditional, that means it's something that is infinity. It doesn't stop. Nothing can stop it, no matter what. Even if when you marry somebody, you are in relationship with somebody, you marry to somebody, and one of your partner is cheating, is having an affair, secretly with another man or another woman. Then you, the one who is not cheating or who is not having an affair, when you find out your partner or your spouse or whoever you are in relationship with is cheating on you or having another girlfriend or boyfriend or another woman or another man on the side, then you say love, since my love is so unconditional, I'm not going to say anything. I forgive and forget. But it's not that. You may decide to forgive, but trust me, forgetting it will never happen. And sometimes people do that. Oh, I forgot. I forgive him or her. Maybe it's because of societal pressure, or it's because you don't want to fail. You don't want people to say, oh, you married or you are in relationship after relationship after. So you don't want to appear to be like a failure. And so you put up with it. It's not because down deep in your heart, you know you are hurting. But you claim, oh, because I just forgive the person. I just forgive. No. So the point I'm making is there's no such thing as unconditional love. That's a lie. Because if you have a wife or if you have a husband and you say, I have so much love or unconditional love for that person that because of that, I'm building a castle in the air for that person. I'm buying this expensive, the most expensive yacht, the most expensive car, the most expensive this material things or whatever. It doesn't explain, the extent of your love. It doesn't mean anything because there are some people, say for example, Bill Gates, he gave things away without even give money, philanthropic activities, and a lot of people are doing a lot of things for other people. Doesn't mean that, you understand the point I'm making. So the point I'm making is, if you marry somebody or you are in a relationship with somebody and you are showering material gift, material stuff, or doing a lot of things for your partner or your spouse or your boyfriend, your girlfriend, it doesn't explain your unconditional love, because there is no such thing as unconditional love. Because if a love is unconditional, then it never stops till probably one of you die. But we know that, there are some people who have married for about 50, 60 years. It doesn't necessarily explain the fact that they have unconditional love for each other. It may be something that is holding them together. It could be anything. It could be the kids. It could be the companionship. There are some people, they can live by themselves. They just like, well, I must have well stayed with it. It's not because of unconditional. Because for me, I have a problem with people saying they have unconditional this, unconditional. It doesn't exist in anywhere. Like somebody said one time, he says, marriage or relationship, let me put it, intimate relationship is like a war in which two combatants live or sleep together. Because why? It makes sense. In other words, let me repeat it. Marriage is a war in which two enemies sleep together or live in the same house together. It just applies to any intimate relationship, because guess what? And it makes sense, because at some point in time, that particular relationship can turn sour. They can fall apart. It happens all the time. Even today that I'm speaking today, there are some people marrying, happily marrying, and they're crying, sharing the tears of joy. I will live my life with you till the end of the world. And then within 1 month, 2 months, 5 years, 2 years, 3 years, 10 years, or whatever, and then they go this way. So what is the point? When people say unconditional love, and first of all, what is love? That is what I'm trying to understand, because I don't know. Nobody knows the true meaning of love, because it could be a lust. What we call love can be a lust. The strong physical attraction to somebody. It can be a guy, it can be a woman, it can be a man to man, it can be a woman to woman. That physical can be lust. It can be infatuation that we call love, because love, I don't know, what is love? When we say love, because we claim about love, but guess what? We live in a world where people do mean stuff to each other. Dislike each other for about some bullcrap, some little bitty things. It can be something, the way you walk. It can be the way you talk. It can be the way, because you and me do not belong into the same group or to the same clan, to the same tribe, to the same this and that. And it becomes the basis, becomes the premise for, hatred and what. And still we talk about love. So when people talk about love, love conquers all, love is everything. Yeah, we wish we understand what that particular concept means. Because I don't know, like I said, I don't know the true meaning of love. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I know the true meaning of love. But the point I'm making is a lie for anybody to say love is unconditional. Because if you say love is unconditional, then there's no, why should people join together in a holy matrimony, in a marriage, in any kind of relationship, and then fall apart? How about some kids, some children turn on their parents? I've known a lot of kids or a lot of children who have hurt or killed their parents before, and I've also known parents who have also killed their children before. So when people talk about unconditional love, they make it seem like it's something that, is out there, that when you said it with your mouth, then it becomes a reality. So the point I'm making is nobody in this world know the true extent of love. And when we talk about unconditional love, I don't think in human existence there's anything like unconditional love. It doesn't exist anywhere, because, like I said, the fact that you do something for somebody, it doesn't mean you have unconditional love, because strangers do some nice things. I've seen some strangers who have, I'm not just basing on only material things, but that is how a lot of people talk about. I did everything for you. I gave you money. You don't work, and I provide for you. It's all material things. I do this for you. Yes, but guess what? There's some strangers. They also do a lot of things for other people. They don't even know. So would we call that also love, or is because it would be a humanitarian reasons? So maybe some of the things we call love, you may be in relation. Yeah, it's true. You may marry somebody for a long time, have kids, live together, cry together, everything. But still, it doesn't really define, it doesn't really explain the extent of love, because at some point in time, something can happen, and all that kind of affection, that kind of physical attraction, that kind of wherever attract you to each other can just, within seconds, can all just fall apart, and everything will be upside down. So that's what I'm saying, that when people talk about love, as if love is a given, it's something there that you can just say it and it become reality. It doesn't exist. And the human beings, we have the tendency of just, saying things that we don't even mean it. And I think we live in a contradictory world, because today we say this and the next day we are doing opposite. And so for me, when people talk about unconditional love, I don't know, because you know what? We may be in relationship for a long time, but that still doesn't explain anything. It doesn't explain what love is, because I don't know. And I don't think you also know it. We just always all try and error. So that is what I have for you today. Let me rephrase it. Let me re-emphasize it. I'm saying that when people talk about unconditional love, I think they're just talking. It's some of the things people just talk to feel good about themselves. Because if there's anything as unconditional love, then people will marry, spend all this money, call all these people and everywhere to come together to celebrate this, and then the next day or years or days, things start falling apart. Or you can see some people living in the house today, married couple, and they don't even do nothing together. Somebody sleep upstairs, somebody sleep downstairs, or somebody sleep in the couch, and somebody sleep on bed, on the floor, and still they come out as if everything is cool. So I don't know. So what do you think about it? I don't believe anything as unconditional. What do you think? I'll talk to you another time. I will still continue this particular topic again. I think I have to go back and begin where I left today. So that is what I have for you today. I want to give you something to think about. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, and I'll See you another time. Have a good day.